What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We've got a fun video tonight. Just wanted to give you a big update for how my account is doing the first 3 days into KVK. That's right, we are fresh into the Lost Kingdom. Only 3 resets since we got in here, and I want to give you guys an update with how my tech is looking, how my bastions are doing, and how my honor is looking as well. Also going to give you a little look at the map for how things are shaping up. For anybody new here, my name is Svett. I'm talking about the mobile game Rise of Kingdoms. It's an awesome game that I'm mildly obsessed with, where you can build up your city, build up your armies, and fight other players in events like Kingdom versus Kingdom. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to have tons of content coming out over the next month or so about this wild KVK that I am in, where we are going to be fighting sometime within the next week or so. So again, guys, hit that subscribe button so you know when I am putting out a video or going on a live stream. Like this video if you like the game just as much as me. Let's jump into it, guys. I want to show you how I'm doing in Kingdom 1846. Alright, guys. So like I said, tonight's video is going to be about really where I'm at. I did a long live stream when we first entered the Lost Kingdom a few nights ago. Thank you for those of you guys that were hanging out with me. I had a bunch of drinks. I bought a bunch of stuff. We got a lot done that night, but since then I've got a lot more done as well. So I wanted to show you specifically really what's going on with tech. I know that's kind of the, one of the most important things that everybody wants to see. And so let's just kind of show you the progress that I've made. So first and foremost, let's look at how many crystals I've actually spent. And for those of you guys that don't know, you can come into these Crusader achievements under the individual and you can find how many you've spent. So I'm at 27,175,000. I believe getting to max tech is somewhere around 106, 107 million crystals spent. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm about a fourth of the way there or so. Feel like I'm making really good progress with all this. And let me just show you what I've done with those crystals specifically. If you guys watched my video from 2 KVKs ago, well, 1 KVK, not this KVK, 1 KVK ago, I gave a step-by-step process of what you want to do to get to max tech as fast as possible. Just a little recap on that, guys. The first thing you want to do is you want to get Skillful Operation 1 done as soon as possible. That's the very first thing that I focused on. I basically did everything I had to unlock it, and then I got it up to 5. If there were any prerequisite techs that I had to do, I made sure I did those, and I got this to 5 immediately. Just after that, wasn't looking at any of this war tech stuff, obviously. These are still at 1. All I was looking at was Skillful Operation 2. My goal was to get this to 7, 8, or 9. I ended up taking it to 9 just so I could get the biggest discount. Guys, Skillful Operation reduces the amount of crystals it costs to research new technologies in KVK. So you want to reduce the cost as much as possible before doing extra research, right? So Skillful Operation at 9, I'm good there. The next thing I did was get Treaties 1 and 2 and Cultural Exchange 1 and 2 fully maxed out. Treaties is going to give you more crystals for completing Bastion quests, and Cultural Exchange is going to give you more favor for completing those quests as well. So guys, Bastions are going to give you, every level you go up in a Bastion, it increases the amount of crystals you produce on an hourly basis or whatever. So you want to make sure that you're getting the maximum possible from the Bastions every time you level up, and you also want to make it easier to level up, which is what you're doing with Cultural Exchange. So really, guys, what I do at first is focus on econ tech. I want to be reducing the cost as much as possible and then making my account produce as many crystals as possible as well. So that's what I did first. After I did that, guys, I took Plunder 1 and 2. 1 is fully maxed. I took Plunder 2 to level 8. This is pretty debatable. This gives you more crystals for every time you kill a Kahar, which you get the Kahar tokens or whatever they are from completing Bastion quests. Then you can spawn a Kahar, kill them, and you get a certain amount of rewards, the most important of which are going to be crystals. So I wanted to get a decent amount from my Kahars, and at this point, I'm getting quite a bit. 49% here on this one, and then on Plunder 1, I don't think you get anywhere near that, but you get 35. So, I'm about 84% here in terms of what I'm getting on top of the base level from the Kahars. But You don't get that many Kahars, so don't spend too much on this, guys. I probably, if I were to go back, I would probably stop here maybe at 6 or 7, just because, again, most of your crystals are going to come from Barbarian Forts, Barbarians, and really spending money in the game as well. So I probably overdid this a little bit, but whatever. The Kahars have been nice for me. You know, I've gotten probably about 600,000 or so extra crystals from Kahar, so that's great. And then when that was done, guys, I just simply did what I needed to do to get this unlocked. So I took all these to level 1, Quench Blades, Improved Bows. This is more attack for your troop-specific stuff. Swift March, got that one. Took it all the way up here until I learned what I needed to do for improved morale. This is what I'm focused on now, guys. This is kind of where I'm at in the evening, and really in KVK right now, is I am working to just simply get level 1 done of improved morale. This is by far the best tech in all of KVK, Heroic Anthem or Strife of 8, because it gives you all damage. All damage increased by 10% when this is max, guys. That is absolutely huge. It's any kind of damage you do, whether it's attack, counterattack, skill damage, AoE, whatever it is, you're going to do 10% extra damage in everything that you do. So that's amazing because, you know, you do get a ton of attack from the other tech, which is great, you know, but the damage is so much more impactful than the attack. So that's really what I'm focused on now, guys. And while we're on that subject, I'm actually going to see how far I can get. I got to buy the daily bundle here. Little delayed getting into... Don't want to get that. I want this one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the daily bundles, guys. It's 35 bucks, and we're going to see how far I can get. It's going to give me 1.15 million crystals for the entire thing. And then I think I should be able to get maybe level 1 done on improved morale, which would be a huge, huge stride, being, you know, only 3 resets into the Lost Kingdom at this point. I feel like I'm moving quick. I don't know if maybe it's cheaper than it used to be, or maybe I'm just, you know, doing this better than I did the first time around or whatever. But it seems like I'm moving quick compared to the last time I did all this. Let's see if we can actually get to where I wanted to be at tonight. I might get hit with some surprise prerequisite techs, which are, you know, part of the game, and it's they don't show you necessarily exactly what the path would be. You kind of have to map it out on your own. And so, like, for example, right now, so for me to do improved morale 1, I need call to arms 3. For that to be 3, I need marching orders 2 at level 7. For that to be 7, I need special medicines level 7. For that to be 7 or even 5, right? I need swift marching 3 at level 7 as well. That is where I am. Let's see what I can get done. I don't think, actually, seeing the first cost of that first tech right there, I don't think I'm going to get to improve morale tonight. It might be a tomorrow night kind of thing. But let's see what happens. All right, so I got that done. And now I believe I still need to be 7. Okay. See, I need all these at 7. This is the toughest part of getting really, really far down the tech tree in KVK. Is they really make you do all this stuff. And so I need all these at 7, guys, and I'm sure these are all going to have a bunch of prerequisites as well. So I'm going to do as much as I can here on Cav, because I use mostly Cav, pretty much all Cav to fight Barbs, and then Barb Forts. And then I'm also a Cav rally leader as well. So, you know, that's this is going to be the best use for me now. I will obviously use Infantry March and Archer March as well. But that'll be really down the line when we actually start to fight and stuff. So, and this is pushing me even further back the tech tree, guys. This is wild. Okay, done there. Let's help some others. So I need these at 7, and I need that at 3 to get even further. And so, man, this does take a while. I don't know why it feels cheaper, but I'm kind of being reminded here that it's not, and it is going to take me forever to get to max tech. Nonetheless, guys, I will get there. You know, 110 million power. I've also got some really good commanders. I'll be a rally leader here and there, so I'm definitely somewhat obligated to go for max tech here, given the enemies that we are facing and what they're going to do in their accounts as well. So this one I could basically do 2 more here. I may settle down and throw... No, I'm really just going to be using calves. So why do anything else? Right, I'm just hitting barbs right now. Barb forts and barbarians by themselves. That's all I'm really doing. So I guess, you know, cav makes the most sense. And there I'm stuck right here. 405,000. I might be able to get that tonight when I do my bastions, but that's where we're going to leave that for now, guys. And so again, I've gotten a lot of the stuff done that helps you produce and reduce crystal related items, so reducing tech cost and producing more from bastions, your mine, etc., etc. And now I'm just making my way up, doing whatever it tells me to do to get to my favorite piece of technology in the whole game, improve morale. And I will just simply keep, as you guys saw me do it right there, I will just backtrack and backtrack and backtrack until finally this all cascades and I'm able to actually do that tech. Moving on to bastions, guys, let's take a quick look here at how I am doing. So right now I've got 5, 4, 5, 1. So tonight I am focused on this guy. Tip here, guys, what I didn't do correctly was you actually want to level these up one by one. Because no matter what you do, let me just go back and show you. No matter what you do here, it's 1.5%. The only one that is more than 1.5% increase from a previous level is level 10. And you just don't have to worry about that right now. So what I would recommend with bastions, guys, is just do level 1 for everybody, then move on to level 2, then level 3 for everybody all at once. Unfortunately, I didn't do it that way. I could have gotten more value out of this, but I noobed it out. I did it wrong. I'm hoping that I'm saving somebody a little bit of time, effort, and energy, that you don't have to learn this the hard way. So just do one level at a time, you know, for all the bastions that you have access to. In Strife of the 8. In Heroic Anthem, you do get the support skill, so it is a little bit different, but in Strife of the 8, it does not matter for the support skills, so you really want to only spend on the cheapest level available because they're all worth 1.5% added crystal mine work speed until the last level, which you're not really going to worry about that until way down the line anyways. So that's what I did wrong, guys. It is going to be a little annoying. You're going to have to kind of bounce around from alliance to alliance, but that's going to be the best way to increase your crystal mine work speed with bastions, hands down. I'm going to go ahead and skip that one, and they're going to give it back to me. What? Oh, do I not have that bastion? Is that what's going on here? Oh, they left the... Damn it, man. They left the frickin' coalition. They switched it up on me. Alright, well, the good news is I only need one quest for this guy. Let me see if I don't have any of those to do, which is too bad. But I'd like to get one that's worth more. I guess I'm not going to get it. We're just going to knock this out. Boom, level 5. I am done for right now on Belisarius. Look at that. 1,000 favor to get to the next level here. Whereas if I just simply switch alliances, guys. Oh, so Ermin is the one that... I'm confused what they just did here with the coalition. But, for example, my Scipio's at level 1. I only need to do 300 favor to get the 1.5%. So that's what I'm saying, guys, is definitely go with the cheaper one. I only needed 100 here on Belly to get that next level, that extra 1.5%. But now, the cheapest one by far for me is going to be Scipio level 1, so I'm going to switch alliances and take care of it that way. 500 here for Boudica, and 900 there. So in this, until Scipio becomes more expensive than 500 favor, I'm going to do Scipio. As soon as it becomes more than 500 favor, I'm going to come back to Boudica and finish that level on her as well. I hope you guys are understanding this. Definitely choose the cheapest path favor-wise to get that 1.5% extra crystal mine work speed. Okay, and then one last thing I wanted to show you guys as well are the bastions, or sorry, the honor roll. I was on a heater yesterday. I got into like 19th place at one point. I have 33,000 honor, guys. I've dropped at least 130,000 AP in the last 3 days, just killing barbs and barbarian forts. So I've done a pretty good job. I've been super active, you know, in Watch It Burn in the main alliance of 1846. I am in 3rd here, so that's pretty good. In terms of my kingdom, I'm pulling my weight. really focused on crushing barbs and barbarian forts. And in the entire KVK, I'm in 35th. So my activity is really, really strong right now. We'll see how long that lasts, guys. As you know, KVK with barbs and forts can get a little repetitive, maybe a little bit boring as well. So far, I've liked to balance it. You know, I'll go out and hit barbs for, I don't know, an hour or two, and then go back and do forts for a while, take a breather on the game, then come back to it, blah, blah, blah. But the barbarians do give you, you know, less crystals, but they give you more honor, and it's about the same honor. But the kicker with the barbs is you get the resources, the speed ups, and materials. Big deal. Definitely something to consider if you are going to choose between forts and barbs. But honestly, either way, guys, you're probably going to want to do some sort of combination of them, whatever fits best for you. But I really like really the resources and the materials that I'm getting from barbarians, not to mention the speed ups. The forts are great. You do get more crystals per AP spent, but you don't get as many rewards in general. The hospital bills have been higher for the forts as well, so that's also something to think about. It's good to have a balance. Definitely good to have a balance. And so let me take a look at what coalition I need to get into here. Can I find a flag, please? Are they not in a coalition? What is this? What is going on? They're not in a coalition. Okay, so I guess I just need to join BIA straight up here. Yeah. So let's make sure I get all the goodies. There's going to be a lot here. And then, yeah, then I'm just basically back to crushing the bastions and crushing the barbarian forts and the barbarians themselves. Is this going to take a while? That might take a while. So I'm not going to bore you guys with that. The last thing I'll do here before I sign off for the evening is just give you a little preview of the map. Our territory is getting nice and filled in, guys. We've got WIB touching the Crusader Fort. LIU is going to touch it. LIB is going to touch it as well. I don't think BIA is going to touch it. So we're going to have 3 or 4 alliances and Chick is going to be touching it as well. So we've got the alliances that are going to be touching the Crusader Fortress are ready to do so. We've got our alliances kind of lined up on the passes for where we want to be. And then just to take a quick look here at some of the enemies. So, I mean, this is 474, I think. They haven't built a lot. I mean, if you look at ours, we're pretty filled in here. I'm not seeing as much build in here. I'm seeing only 1 alliance touching the Crusader Fortress here. That's a little unusual. I'm sure 74 SB could get over there pretty quick, but a little unusual to see only 1 alliance touching the Crusader Fortress here. They do have everything with their bastions touching, so that's good. All right, and then same thing here as well. Not as developed as us, but they've got... Where's their Crusader Fortress? They've only got 1 alliance touching as well. It's a little interesting, guys. 64 here. 1, maybe 2. They're looking more developed than the last 2 we just took a look at. And this is 254 over here. They're looking pretty good and developed. They've got, looks like 3 alliances touching the Crusader Fortress. They're looking pretty developed down here. This is a monster kingdom right here. 93, 1093. Same thing, pretty developed. Still only 1 alliance touching the Crusader Fortress, though. And they're a little light here, too, in 56. And then 1075. They're pretty developed. They're looking good. They got a couple alliances touching the fortress. You know, at the end of the day, it just depends how packed your kingdom is with active players, right? I know, you know, this kingdom is super packed, but you don't need other alliances to be touching the Crusader Fortress because you can just swap players around to get them in and get those rewards done. But yeah, guys, the map is looking good. Everybody's looking nice and active. We are getting ready to roll here. We've got probably another week or so before these passes open. And yeah, we're going to see what happens here in Zone 5. Or excuse me. Yeah, Zone 5 first, and then the 6s are in between. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, guys. You know, obviously my home alliance, LIU, is down here with Sin as well. I don't really know the plan, but we are kind of positioned here to see what we can do in Zarate. And then the other alliances are positioned to see what they can do in Havana. And again, guys, we're at all kingdoms at this level are, you know, the kind of kingdoms that can move people around super quick. We can get everybody in a couple of alliances really quick if we need to, and vice versa. We can really go on any side of the map that we want. And at this point, you know, they don't communicate with me on what the strategy is, but it looks like, you know, we're pretty open to whatever happens. And I think we're going to see what these other kingdoms do and take it from there based on, you know, what we think the best strategy is at the time when we see what they're going to do. That is pretty much it, guys. So that's, you know, if you have any questions, please drop a comment. Let me know. If this was helpful to anybody about Bastions or anything like that, drop a like on this video, guys. I want to be helping you, you know, get the most value out of your accounts. Whether you spend money or not, there are things that I do that a free-to-play player can do as well. Obviously, spending money in these KVKs really helps with technology, but you don't really have to. And there's some really good moves you can make early on to push your tech a lot further in the long run. So if you guys haven't yet, also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got all sorts of content coming up, especially when we break into these Zone 5s here, which is going to be a blast. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. You'll see when I'm going live or when I post a video. And until the next time, guys, have a good one.